Asia's Latin city has rolled out the red carpet para sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. The Zambonga city, the city of flowers in Mindanao, has come up with a strong response para dito sa aming liga. Fans have come out in droves as they await a big game. Gerald Anderson and the rest of the Gensan Warriors, OK Bet, have taken their act on the road against JC Marcelino and the Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines. It's a big battle between South Division powerhouse teams dito sa Vitaliano Agad Coliseum. And we're just about ready to bring you that. Si Delph Tupas kasama si Javi Palanya. Javi, the excitement and the atmosphere is electric.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a preview to what could be a playoff matchup dito sa ating Zamboanga Invasion. What a time to be here. What a time to be alive. Ang daming tao na dito. Punong-puno ang ating Coliseum.
Well, definitely a big game, a huge playoff implications. Kasama din natin Gianna Llanes at courtside. Gianna, so far, how are you feeling, especially seeing this number of people here in this Coliseum?
All I have to say is wow. Hindi lang maraming tao dito sa loob ng venue, but there are people outside hoping that they can still witness our main game for tonight. I've already witnessed a lot of incredible moments between both teams, so I have a lot of stories in store for you. I already know that this is going to be a really fun game.
Thank you so much, Gianna. Of course, we will look out for your reports. Of course, tingnan muna natin ang ating tournament format. As we mentioned, we are at the tail end of our tournament. 21 games at itong mga teams natin, they're probably down to their last 3 or 4 games of the season, and hindi pa natin sure kung saan sila magtatapos dito, and that's why this game is so important.
Exactly. Makikita natin yan sa team standings natin mamaya, but the top 8 teams will be advancing to our playoffs. The top 4 teams will be holding home court advantage throughout the playoffs, and the first 3 playoff rounds will be best of 3 series, and ang ating national finals will be a best of 5 affair.
Well, definitely, yung gusto dito ng Zamboanga is that they want to come back here for the first round, for get that home court advantage, and there's some hope here for them. Now they're on a 5-game winning streak, and they're just 1 full game behind Batangas. Para naman sa Gensan, they are 12-5. Right now, they don't have home court advantage for the playoffs, but pag nakuha nila yung panalo ngayon, they'll move up to number 4.
Yeah, that's right. So, a heavy playoff implications para sa parehong kumuran sa game na to. So, definitely a must-win situation. So, expect a gut-it-out match in today's ball game.
Well, Gensan, and let's talk about grind-it-out match. Kagagaling nila sa grind-it-out affair against Marikina. They came away with a 78-77 win against Marikina. And it was a tough one for Gensan. Now they needed some clutch free throws from Nico Elorde to come away with that win.
Yeah, and again, this is just a good test para sa Gensan Warriors, especially going into the playoffs. They need these kinds of games to be able to prepare themselves for the tough matchups that they will face coming into the postseason. And despite only shooting 36.1% from the field, when you have 51 rebounds and color 28 on the offensive glass and also force 17 turnovers against Marikina, these are the numbers that really catapulted them to the victory, save for their late game heroics by Chris Masaglang, of course.
Well, para naman sa Zamboanga, they barely survived itong Rizal Golden Coolers last week. And when you talk about Gensan, ang key player nila for tonight, Nico Elorde, coming off a perfect free throw shooting night, 11 of 11. Si Nico Elorde, kasama natin si Garen Elorde, natuwa para sa pinsan.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Nico has been very steady for Gensan ever since his arrival into this team, and has provided that stability at the point guard spot and a lot of more options para kay Coach Marlon Martin para sa posisyon na yan.
Well, Nico Elorde, very instrumental on this 8-game winning streak ng Gensan. Zamboanga naman ang pag-usapan natin. They barely survived, and Rizal was 1 bounce away from winning this game. Troy Malilin just missing at the buzzer, pero look at the stats here, Javi.
Yeah, and 42% from the field, 41.5 para sa Rizal, very similar, but it was also the rebounding, the points in the paint, and of course the bench points kung saan talaga na kumakamada ang Zamboanga this season. They're the leading bench points points per game in this season at around that number as well. So talagang ito ang mga numbers na inaasahan ni Coach Vicky Casiano kung saan sila magtatagumpay to get them the victories this season.
In the absence of his twin brother, JC Marcelino, in the last game, it was JV Marcelino who came up big time para kay Coach Vicky Casiano. 14 points, 2 of 6 3-point shooting, and 4 rebounds. Almost the rest of the team struggled, but not JV because he came through with some good clutch baskets down the stretch and also anchored that defense.
Yeah, he took over from JC in that game, and he knew that he had that responsibility, and he led his team to that victory. And I'm sure Coach Vicky Casiano is very happy because he can rely on different players during the end game to win ball games para sa kanila.
And Zambonga parading this brand new green threads for this matchup against Gensan. Let's go to our Coliseum announcer Richard Campos for the starting lineups.
Wow! Ya el tiempo ta espera kita todo. Welcome for tonight's main game. Zambonga invasion here at Vitaliano Agan Coliseum. Gensan Warriors OK Bet versus your Zambonga Family's Brand Sardines. Live at the Mpbl FB page, Signal Play, and 1PH. Let's carry on first the starting 5 for Gensan Warriors OK Bet. But before that, well, ladies and gentlemen, may we call in Gerald Anderson at the center court together with Mayor John Dalipe and Vice Mayor Mpbl Pareja for the photo op. Zambonga City Councilors at the center court for the photo op. Mpbl Commissioner Captain Mpbl Gensan and Head of Basketball Operations Emerson Oreta. Thank you very much, Mayor John Dalipe, Vice Mayor Mpbl Pareja, and Zambonga City Councilors, and to our Mpbl executives. Here's the starting 5 for Gensan Warriors OK Bet. Playing center number 45, Marlon Gomez. And forward number 16, JP Belencion. Also at forward number 13, Don Reverente. Starting at guard number 6, the cannonball, Elvin Chan. And at point guard number 9, the Ant-Man, Mark Cruz. Gensan Warriors OK Bet is led by Marlon Kit Martin. His assistants are Rick Escudero, Noy Pido, Joel Cragasin, Adrian Boal, and Peter Deligero. Let's have a short video for Zambonga Family's Brand Sardines before the team lineup.
Yung itong incident na COVID, kailangan natin magtutuloy yung trabaho kasi yun na, company natin is nagsusupply ng mga essential goods. Mahirap din. Pero we survive. Tapos nagsiserve tayo not only for ourselves but also sa the whole country mismo. Huwag lang discourage sa buhay. Habang humihinga pa yung tao, may pag-asa pa yan. Ako yung nagpapasalamat sa ating bagong mayor, Mayor Jan Dalipe, sa lahat na government officials, sa ating team officials, sa mga supporters ng Families Band Sardines, especially mga Zambongeños. Gagawin namin lahat na may uwi natin yung Mpbl Championship Trophy ngayong taon. Muchas gracias.
Futbolista, compite con corazón, investina.
Now, Man Alboroto, todo ustedes! Make way for your Zambonga Family's Brand Sardines! Number 1, Tosi Tancinco. Number 2, Chino Mosqueda. Number 9, Eddie Santos. Number 16, Erwin Palencia. Number 17, Japs Bautista. Number 23, Chris Dumapig. Number 28, Chito Jaime. Number 29, Jeff Comia. Number 99, your very own from Barangay Taloban, John Mahari. Number 0, Esteban Apasunanca, Ju Lakas de Santos. The starting five for Zambonga Family's Brand Sardines. From the guard line, the Marcelino Twins. Number 11, one guard, JC Marcelino. At the other guard, number 19, JB Marcelino. Small forward from Barangay Kasangihan, Choi Ignacio. From Barangay Santa Maria, power forward, Med Salim. And at the center, number 6, Jason Grimaldo. Zambonga Family's Brand Sardines head coaches Vic Ecasiano, assistant coaches Hubert De Los Santos, Leo Pujante, Kevin De Castro, Jake Agliron, and Kat Tenorio. Team representative is Antoinette Roque. Marketing manager is Ram Riraham. General manager is Alvin Muñoz. Traditional handshake for both teams. And for the ceremonial toss, may we request once again Zambonga City Mayor John Dalipe and Vice Mayor Pinpin Pareja, Mpbl Commissioner Captain Marbel Keret Durendes, Head of Basketball Operations Emerson Areta, and Zambonga City. Thanks to our Mpbl executives, Mayor John Dalipe and Vice Mayor Pinpin Pareja. Referees for this ball game are Edmar Abis, J. Castroverde, and Severino Pingo Jr. Fourth man is Alan Manzano. This game is under the Super.
Starting lineups for this big matchup in the South Division. Gensan has Mark Cruz, Alvin Chan, Marlon Gomez, the man in the middle, JP Belenchon, and do it all forward, Don Reverente. Para sa Zambonga naman, the twins, JC and JV Marcelino, and the backcourt, Jason Grimaldo, the man in the middle, Choi Ignacio, and Med Salim completing the starting lineups. And homecoming for Med Salim and Choi Ignacio, and you heard the crowd cheering them on as they were called out Bola ng Zamboanga to start the ball game. Here's Ignacio. Grimaldo on the putback. Wala. Marcelino for three. That's JC. And Marlon Gomez collects the rebound.
This is a good start for Gensan. What you don't want when you're playing in an away game is for the home crowd to get into it. That's why Gensan right now getting a stop early on, preventing the crowd from erupting in the early goings of this game.
Mintis ang tira ni Mark Cruz on the first possession for Gensan. Here's Ignacio. JB Marcelino. Don Reverente collects the rebound.
They're just really waiting to explode this, I believe, 8,000 strong in this venue.
You gotta see it to believe it, Javi. Reverente looking for a teammate. Binigay kay Belenchon. Late shot clock situation for Gensan. Reverente gets it back. That doesn't drop for Gensan. Here comes Zamboanga. Marcelino. Jason Grimaldo. Salim. Attacks down the lane. Wala pa rin.
Looks like both teams still trying to find opening minute jitters here as another turnover. Both teams still yet to go on the board. And we're almost 2 minutes into this first period.
Salim to Ignacio. Elvin Chan keeping in step and they force the turnover. Here's Reverente on the break using the left hand. JP Belenchon on the stick back for the first basket of the evening.
That was a great forward pass by Chan. Reverente just could not finish, but great catch-up job there by Belenchon to recover and get the first 2 points of this game.
Inside they go. JC Marcelino. That's the first basket for Zamboanga.
And when I tell you that dogfight is gonna be the theme of this game, I think that it is an understatement between these two teams.
And Grimaldo got a piece of that shot from Reverente. Now comes Zamboanga. Grimaldo couldn't get the pass in time. Play broken up by Elvin Chan. Mananatili sa Zamboanga ang bola.
Boy, JC just did not see, or I believe that was JV driving the lane on that fast break. Here's that pass by Chan forward to Reverente. Did not finish and Belenchon was there for the stick back.
Grimaldo to Ignacio. And Elvin Chan easily one of the most popular players in the Mpbl, whether you're a Gensan fan or not.
Oh yeah, definitely. And hate him or you don't, but he is really one of the smartest players in the Mpbl. Coach Marlon Martin raves about his IQ on the court. That's the reason why he always has a spot in a roster sa ating liga.
Troy Ignacio at the free throw line. Free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Troy Ignacio has been aggressive to start this game, really looking for his shot.
Five to 2 ang ating score. Under 7 minutes remaining here in the first. Cruz uses the Reverente pick. Mark Cruz, 3 seconds in the shot clock, and Marcelino get on the fake. Napunta sa linya si Mark Cruz. You know, Gensan got off to a really slow start this season, Javi, but you know, Coach Marlon Martin, it felt like it was only a matter of time when he could, you know, get things together for this team.
Yeah, exactly. And I said this a lot during the start of the campaign of Gensan, that their record at that time did not justify the kind of roster that they had, because they were a very deep team at every position. Tapos pumasok pa si Nico Elorde to fortify that point guard spot.
Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
Nung binisita ko si Coach Vic sa dugout ng Zambonga before the game, he said he was having a moment of disbelief. Amazing daw to see a crowd as packed as an NBA Finals game. He said, at last, we're playing for our home after repeated times daw na sila ang visiting team. Coach Vic and his boys actually arrived in Zamboanga last Saturday pa, where they were able to do a plant tour, have dinner with the LGU officials, and visit a lot of places. Wala daw linagyan na pressure si Coach Vic sa players na manalo ngayon, because he knows that they'll show that never say die mentality, especially today. Back to you, Sidalp and Happy.
Thank you so much, Gianna. And we can hardly hear ourselves here. Ganun ka ganado ang crowd ng Zamboanga. And their team trying to play it back. And look at that pass. The Twins connecting once again.
Boy, what a play that was. Making up for Choi Ignacio's indecision right there to leave it for Jason Grimaldo. That was a highlight. Marcelina Twins playing good music together.
Elvin Chan. Ang masasabi ko lang, walang pakialam si Elvin Chan. Look at this play. The save from JC, the drive from JV, and the assist back to his twin brother, JC, for the bucket.
What a great play. Hustle, the energy, the ability to get that pass off and find his twin brother, and the finish underneath, just beautiful. Imagine mo naman, si Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes na patayo after that play.
Elvin Chan, 1 for 2. Kaya talaga, easily one of the most colorful personalities in the Mpbl. Elvin Chan, he goes back to the bench. And pinasok na si Nico Panganiban, the rising stars in the league. A turnover for Zamboanga. Cruz. Cruz fires a three. No. JB collects the rebound. Josh Bautista in the ball game. Here he is. Short on the three ball. Reverente with the rebound. Ahead to Marlon Gomez. Gomez attacks and scores. And one.
He was asking for the ball as soon as he crossed the half-court line. Got the pass and right away had his eyes on the basket. Marcelino not in proper position yet to draw that charge, and he was far away from that restricted area. That's why a block was called against him.
He was moving actually. Itong si JV Marcelino rather.
It's even harder to tell from each other right now na wala na yung pareho sila ng knee pads na suot.
Well, the other one is wearing red and black shoes, kaya medyo ma-differentiate natin konti. JC and JV Marcelino, what an addition dito sa team na to and dito sa ating liga. And they count the basket. Blocking foul on JV Marcelino.
And I think there's going to be a warning as well.
Well, number 11, Jason Marcelino is second. Third team foul. Shooting Gomez, Marlon Gomez.
Yes, JV who actually ang tinawagan ng foul.
Pati yung referee natin nalilito na.
Si JV po ang foul. Oo.
Correction, last foul was on number 19, JV Marcelino, not on Jason Marcelino.
Mahirap talaga pag kambal at
Pareho na nga yung suot. Ma-differentiate mo lang sila sa sapatos nila.
And mukhang may kulay itong buhok ni JV eh.
That's right. Oh, that was a tough entry pass.
Mark Cruz fires and hits.
Missed on his first attempt earlier, but made up for it with that shot.
Japs Bautista. Chris Domapig all set to enter the game as JV Marcelino draws the foul on that drive.
And both Marcelino twins remain aggressive still in this game. Really wanting to anchor that attack para kay Coach Vicky Casiano. Again, they usually come off the bench, especially at the beginning of their season. They're the big reason why they are the leading bench points scorer in the league at 55.3. The next is 44.9. That's the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard. So ang laki pa rin ng disparity nung number 2.
Chris Masaglang comes in, homegrown player ng Gensan.
And the hero of their last game. There's a lot in the action here.
Ahmed Salim goes back to the bench. Rosy Tansico, the former Lyceum Pirate. He was on that team with JC and JV Marcelino and CJ Perez na umabot ng finals in the NCAA as JC Marcelino scores 6 points. 10-9 ang ating score. A steal here as JC gives Zambonga the lead. You cannot be casual with the basketball pag nandun either si JC or JV Marcelino.
They're that face of the Zambonga brand of basketball, using their defense to fuel their offense from the backcourt pressure and then forcing that turnover that is converted into points just like that one.
And JC Marcelino putting on a show, 10 points in the first quarter. Reverente. Marlon Gomez settles for the 3, in and out. Rebound to Domapig. JC Marcelino again. The kick out. Tansico for 3. That's good! And just the type of start that Zambonga wants. JC Marcelino has taken over early in this ball game. Tosi Tansico joining the scoring parade.
A great crossover right there to lose his defender. Suck the defense right in, and that kick out to Tosi Tansico, all net on that trifecta.
An estimated crowd. Oh, meron na pala tayong numero. 8,702 fans in attendance for this Zambonga invasion. And, you know, when the mayor is here, the top 2 officials of the LGU are here, then it's definitely an affair you want to be at.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I was asking my friends kung ano nga ba ang capacity nitong venue na to. They were saying it's around the 8,000 to 10,000 mark. So definitely not surprised with that number that we just saw on our screens, and I'm actually very happy that the Zamboangueños really came in full support para sa kanilang home team dito sa MPBL.
Yung report nga ni Gianna kanina, no, they were here early. Sabado pa lang nandito na sila and did some outreach activities and connecting with the community. Na napakalaking bagay with us dito sa MPBL because this is all about, representing where you're from. Tancinco on the drive. He gets the roll.
He has really evolved his game from the time that we were still in high school. He was playing for the NU Bullpups back then. He has converted himself into a great 3 and D guy. Can even play the 4 position still. Back then in the juniors division, he was primarily a big man who just mixed it up inside.
And now really has shown the handles, is polished his offense. Here he is, Tosi Tancinco. Japs Bautista down the lane. Japs puts it in.
Slow down, no problem right there. Bautista unfazed by the defense and converting on the tough finish.
In total control, ito si Japs Bautista. Nico Elorde has entered the fray as the Warriors trying to stop the bleeding here. 10 na ang lamang ng Zambonga. Tingnan natin ang drive dito ni Japs Bautista. Always has that, extra gear every time he drives, na allows him to either go quickly or, slow down.
That's his special talent, and Japs Bautista, when he knows that on his first attempt from downtown na hindi tumama agad yung tres niya, he will try to get his luck inside, and that will be fuel for him to try again from the 3-point country.
Nico Elorde, 2 for 2 to start the evening. Chino Mosqueda is in the game. And the drive once again. Jeff Comia on attack mode all the time. Gives Zambonga a 10-point lead again. Elorde to Panganiban. Panganiban. 3-pointer doesn't work. Dumapig quickly to Mosqueda. Chino off the glass and in.
You know what, Sidel, that's most scary about Zambonga because they have a lot of players who can attack the basket and make situations in the open floor. Kaya talagang bagay na bagay yung sistema na tinatakbo ni Coach Vicky Casiano. He really got the right players and the right mix of them.
Chino Mosqueda driving, taking it out. Jeff Comia attacks. Jeff Comia with a stretch on the left hand.
Hindi mo na alam kung sino yung babantayan mo if you're gonna let them take the outside shot, if you're gonna cover the shooter that they're gonna kick out to, or if you're gonna prevent that attack all the way towards the rim.
14-point lead. Is Hilario rejected by Comia, saved by Dumapig. Comia again. Tancinco. Knockout to Bautista. Baba sila kay Dumapig. Gets Hilario. Chris Dumapig going to work. And a foul on Hilario. Wala pa sa penalty ang Gensan. Just a third team foul. And Zambonga has ripped this game wide open right in the first 10 minutes. 11 seconds to work with. Mosqueda. Mosqueda attacking the D of Elorde. Couldn't get that one to go. That will do it sa ating first quarter. Feeding off the energy of the crowd. 8,700 strong have showed up dito sa Vitaliano Agan Coliseum. JC Marcelino showcasing the performance that has made him one of the top MVP candidates itong season na to. Deadly on the open floor and defensively very solid. First quarter, tapos na po. Lamang ang Zamboanga ng 14 points. Back inside Mayor Vidaliano Agan Coliseum in Zamboanga City. Second quarter. I believe it was a 19-2 run to close out the first quarter para sa Zamboanga, Javi.
Yeah, that's right. And they did it with their defense, mainly producing those opportunities, especially in the open floor. And there's another one.
Mosqueda leaves it to Bautista. Japs knocks it down.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Missed his first attempt from downtown. Decided to put the ball on the floor the second time. Right now, mustered enough courage to take it once again from the outside.
Nico Elorde goes to the gut of the D. Could not finish, and Chris Domapig secures the rebound.
And even the easiest attempts seem very hard para dito sa Gensan at this point.
Bautista, Pancinco for three. That was as open as he could get right there. Hindi lang pumasok. Nico Elorde. And just forcing his way inside para makakuha ng foul. Quick shout out sa isa sa mga pinaka magaling na player out of Zamboanga, R.R. Garcia, watching us right now. Gerald Anderson representing his hometown here in the Mpbl. Nico Elorde at the line. Maybe, just maybe, Gerald Anderson could get this Gensan team going.
Elorde was 11 out of 11 from the stripe in their last game, which helped him earn Player of the Game honors.
Punta muna tayo kay Gianna Llanes.
Coach Vic and Coach Marlon actually entered the game today in high spirits because they go way back. Coach Marlon was once Coach Vic's player and assistant coach. So sabi ni Coach Vic, seeing Coach Marlon today reminded him how proud he was, crediting him for building a team that doesn't like to lose. Itong mentality daw na ayaw matalo ay nakuha ni Coach Marlon sa former mentor niya. In his words, alam ko challenge ang laro ngayon, pero natutunan ko kay Coach Vic na walang imposible kung pinaghirapan. So Dolphin Javi?
Nice backstory there, Gianna. For our two coaches right now, kasama before, and you know, nothing makes you proud than watching one of your former, you know, ward getting the break, and you know, parang ano yun eh. Dati player mo lang, ngayong kalaban mo na in the coaching circles.
Yeah, that's right. And actually, that was not too long ago. In fact, that was, I think, 1 or 2 years ago lamang when Coach Marlon was still the assistant of Coach Vicky Casano on the same Zamboanga squad.
And Anderson, a bit out of control, recovered by Happer Mondragon. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Nico Elorde matched up against Domapig. Elorde for three, and he came to play. Nico Elorde, 7 points. But the lead of Zamboanga is still at 13 at the moment.
He has taken it upon himself to create points para dito sa kanyang kupunan because others have failed to do so.
They double Mosqueda. There's a foul on Mondragon.
And more than the offense of Gensan, it has been defending the Zambonga juggernaut on the offensive end. That has been a big problem as you look at that three-point shot by Nico Elorde once again.
Ito naman ang problema mo if you face Zambonga. Pahinga nga si Tosi Tansinko. Pasok naman si Chito Jaime. Just an older version of Tosi Tansinko.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Similar style of play. Domapig. Jumper doesn't drop. Panganiban grabs the rebound. Panganiban running the break. That's good.
Oh, that could have been basket interference. Laban kay, I think, Hafer Mondragon.
Now that's one player they have to get going. Nico Panganiban. First basket for Panganiban. Comia inside. Domapig could not finish. Ang nakita ko lang nakasabit si Jeff Comia tapos tumalsik.
Well, Hafer Mondragon, not really Mr. Nice Guy, at least on the court.
And Jeff Comia has started this game very well. Off the bench, couple of baskets for him.
Very fearless in attacking the rim. Well, alam naman natin na ganun parati ang laro na pinapakita ni Jeff Comia. What a good compliment for the Marcelino twins as they troop to the bench. But right now, Coach Vic plucking them from that and inserting them right back in after this dead ball.
Almost similar to what Nico Panganiban brings to this Gensan team, si Jeff Comia. Oh, it's an unsportsmanlike foul on Hafer Mondragon.
So this is no good sign para dito sa Gensan right now. Zambonga gets ball possession after these two free throws by Comia. And then you have the Twins back in the fold, which means your woes will continue if you don't do anything drastic here right now if you're Gensan.
Jeff Comia makes the first. Meron na siyang 5 puntos sa laro. Two for two at the line. 6 points, and JV Marcelino comes in, joining forces with JC Marcelino, Chito Jaime, John Mahari, and Adi Santos. Gerald Anderson, Nico Panganiban, Nicole Sorella, Hafer Mondragon, and Nico Elorde, the 5 for Gensan. Tough cover for Gerald here, JC Marcelino. Chito Jaime swings it over to Mahari, fires. Too strong. Adi Santos could not get the rebound. Here comes Nico Panganiban. Panganiban will not stop. Panganiban is fouled.
Shifted it into 5th gear the moment that he got the ball, and he did not look back despite Gerald Anderson running on his right wing. Panganiban had his eyes set on one thing, and that was the basket.
Free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong plants brand ng Pilipinas. Good look at Coach Marlon Martin, how handled Pasay earlier. Pasay, of course, taking a leave from the league. Meron na 4 na puntos si Nico Panganiban. Troy Ignacio is back in the game. Magandang gabi po sa mga kaliga natin watching on 1PH, our official Facebook page and our official YouTube channel. JC Marcelino off the glass and in.
And he continues the show. Ito si JC Marcelino. Nobody able to guard him yet in this game.
And you know he's going to go left, pero hindi mo pa rin mapigilan.
He's just one of those kinds of players.
Elorde to Anderson for 3. Too strong. Antapik. Last touch to Chito Jaime.
And you know what? People may be saying that, why are you giving playing time to a guy like Gerald Anderson? And let me just tell you, Sedelf, I've been talking to Coach Marlon Martin about that. In fact, more so during that Gensan trip. Kahit nasa lock-in taping yan si Gerald, gusto niya parating may basketball court doon sa lock-in taping. And yung mga reserve players ng Gensan, gusto niya kasama niya para may kasama siyang nagpa-practice, nag-workout. And that's really the work ethic of Gerald Anderson. Kaya naman, when he takes the floor, talaga makikita mo may resulta na siya na ipapakita eh.
He stayed ready. Of course, Gerald Anderson, a rare breed, professional basketball player and an actor. So, Ignacio with a dribbling exhibition, just could not hit the shot. Panganiban. Ito pinag-usapan natin si Nico Panganiban before the game, you know, parang just fearless.
Definitely. Really is in that same breed as, yeah, that guy was trying to steal the ball from him. Look at that. His speed, hindi mo masyado mapapansin kasi malaki siya, but he's really fast. And nakita mo naman na unahan niya doon si JC Marcelino. This guy, still a very young kid, I believe only 22, 23 years old. It's still a lot ahead of him in his basketball career.
Reverente out to Anderson for three. Pasok yan para kay Gerald Anderson. And the Warriors have chopped the deficit to single digits now. 26 to 34.
There you go. That's the fruit of the hard work. Ito ni Gerald Anderson.
Travel on Ignacio.
Doing it on both ends. Forcing that traveling violation as well. Good closeout.
The 3-point shot of the game brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. And Gerald Anderson, all net. A great pick by Haffer Mondragon. Parang napaganda pa na bumagsak siya.
Ang ganda ng timing bigla.
Nung tumayo siya, libre na siya. Libre si Gerald eh.
Saktong-sakto. Di na-anticipate ng bantay na tatayo siya eh.
And Jerry Pingoy is in the game, replacing Nico Elorde for Gensan. Matched up against JC Marcelino. John Orbeta is also in. Pingoy fires. Too strong. Rebound. It's Zambonga basketball.
Well, they tried to set up Orbeta off of that staggered screens, but he was well defended, well denied on that play, and Pingoy had no recourse but to break down into a two-man game on that right wing.
JC Marcelino against Anderson. JC recovers. JV uses the Andy Santos pick. Out to Chito Jaime for three. Pasok yan para kay Chito Jaime. Lead back up to 11 for Zambonga.
Boy, of all the games that I've watched Chito Jaime play this season, I don't think he has exploded the way we know him to be as a scorer. So maybe this could be that occasion para kay Chito Jaime.
Pingoy short on the three. Reverente with the rebound. To Mondragon with a beautiful fake and a finish.
Di nagmamadali. Use that ball fake and got the 2 points. Haffer Mondragon.
9-point lead for Zamboanga. JC Marcelino, top of the key, trying to break down Anderson. Offensive foul on JC Marcelino. Good call there by the referee.
Gerald Anderson has really done a splendid job on JC Marcelino in the short time that he has been marking him in this game. Forced a traveling violation earlier. Here's that pass to Haffer Mondragon. Got two defenders up in the air and got the easy 2 points.
The first time we're seeing Irvin Palencia in the game as JC Marcelino goes back to the bench. John Orbeta, top of the key. Here's Pingoy. To Mondragon, fires. Short. Valencia with the rebound. Looks ahead to Jaime. Chito Jaime! Rejected by Hafer Mondragon.
We just have to remind you that Hafer Mondragon was the one who took that shot on the offensive end for Gensan. Sprinted back down court when he realized that Zambonga was ahead in numbers on the fast break and just swatted that ball away from Chito Jaime.
We have a timeout on the floor. It's a 9-point lead for Zambonga.
Once again, thank you for having us here at the Mayor in the Temple. I can always see you. A special thanks to Mayor John Felipe, Vice Mayor Mpbl Gensan, Office of the Congressman, Iver Olaso, represented by Kaiser Olaso, and all the city councilors of Zambonga.
Mayor John Felipe of Zambonga, the youthful mayor of this beautiful city. Vice Mayor Josephine Pareja on his left. And I must say that my search for the best and greatest campaign jingle has ended here in Zambonga, Abby.
Well, I must agree with you. That song was very catchy, and we were listening to it before the pregame. Talagang wala tayong kasawa-sawa because it was really very danceable.
Oo. So Chito Jaime gets the 2 points back. And meron na siyang 5 points. That time, Gensan caught sleeping defensively. Here's Pingoy. Uses the pick from Mondragon. Pingoy goes baseline to Anderson for 3. No. Rebound secured by Adi Santos. Valencia. Oh, what a move. Jaime for 3. That's good. Nag-behind the back lang si Irvin Palencia, naging pasa pa. And what a way for Chito Jaime to finish that play. May 8 points na si Chito Jaime. Pingoy inside. Reverente is fouled by Adi Santos.
Excellent play right there, setting up that backdoor pick. Oreta to Reverente. And great recognition as well from Jerry Pingoy. Here's that previous sequence. Behind the back by Palencia. Ended up with Santos, who passed it on to Chito Jaime, hitting another 3 in this game, his second straight. Mukhang magdidilang ang hilo ko dito, and by saying that Chito Jaime will have maybe the greatest offensive game of this season.
Oo. Well, you know, because of the balance itong lineup ng Zambonga, you know, medyo hindi nga siya, you know, it's not the same as in his previous teams like Muntinlupa and Bataan, kung saan, you know, he's really been counted upon for scoring. Ito si Chito Jaime. JV Marcelino. The Marcelino twins, every time they get the ball, kahit dun sa court nila, sa backcourt, they always feel that they can go all the way.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. And for good reason.
Oh, miscue here. Irvin Palencia. Ooh! It looks like that was off.
The referee corrected himself.
Ay, okay. Good effort there by Pingoy.
And look at that, just the luxury of Coach Marlon Martin to shuffle point guards and to try different styles of playmaking at a time.
Urbeta. 10 segundo sa shot clock. Urbeta sticks it in. And it looks like it's going to be Gensan ball. When we return, Coach Marlon Martin requests a timeout. His team down by 12. Our team matchup in terms of stats, defensively halos pareho lang yung dalawang teams natin, but in offense, Zambonga with his high-powered, high-octane offense. That time, Don Referente hitting from the perimeter, 6 points. Steal here by Referente. Pingoy quickly to Anderson. Gerald drives. Binigay kay Mondragon. Back out to Pingoy. Pingoy got the step. Kick out. Anderson. Libre for three. Pasok para kay Gerald Anderson.
You can tell he really wanted that play. Jerry Pingoy wanted to get back at Irvin Palencia. He thought he was fouled. He wanted that push. But our referee is not calling it. In fact, giving him a warning for faking a foul. That's why he wanted to get a good play para sa kanyang kupunan. Look at that kick out.
And no look pass as well. Galing kay Jerry Pingoy. And Gerald Anderson all day to shoot. Nothing but net on that three ball galing kay Gerald.
Both threes in this game coming from Pingoy passes. Talking about Gerald Anderson.
Lucas de Santos in the game. At talikod ng depensa, but it's recovered by Tancinco. They get the steal though. Gensan, Reverente to Anderson, fading away. Oh! Providing a spark off the bench, Gerald Anderson has got 8 points and Gensan is within 5. Tancinco to Lucas de Santos. Double. Jaime. Jaime attacks the kick out. JV Marcelino lumapit. Wow, that won't work. JV just relentless on the offensive end. And he'll get 2 free throws for his troubles as take a look at this OK Bet move of the game. Atención nyo ng OK Bet, own the win. Talk about owning this one. Gerald Anderson getting the better of the defender there. Para sa kanyang 8th point. Ayan.
He has really shown up to play in this game. Ito si Gerald Anderson like he always does. Had a very successful trip to Gensan. Played good games there.
And for Gerald Anderson, this is also, very big for his career here in the Mpbl. He's played for Imos, he's played for Marikina, but I don't think he has garnered similar team success as when he was playing with those teams and now with Gensan.
And I believe also the motivation for Gerald to play this well even when he has other commitments is definitely so much higher because he is representing his hometown.
Oo. Kilala talaga doon si Gerald Anderson sa Gensan. He played there, he played varsity ball there. And John Orbeta at the line, misses the first. Both teams already in the penalty. Coach Vic Icasiano, very familiar with the Mpbl, having coached Bacolod as well. Coach Marlon Martin, his former player and former assistant, now handling Gensan. Lucas de Santos, Gensan with the press, Tancinco. Gives it to Lucas de Santos, Bautista for 3. No good. Grimaldo tracks it down. And Zambonga with a 7-second differential game clock and shot clock too strong on that time as Josh Bautista hits on the putback. Reverente. Marlon Gomez to beat the buzzer. And dyan nagtatapos ang ating first half. A nice pace to this ball game. And some great shooting in that first half from Gerald Anderson. But it was the brilliance of JC Marcelino that has spelled the difference in this ball game. The reason why Zamboanga got off to an early double-digit lead, and that cushion they have held on even with Gensan coming up big in the second period. JC with 12 points on 5 of 6 shooting, and JC Marcelino making a big impact as Zamboanga is ahead by 7. Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
JC, alam kong matagal nyo nang hinihintay itong home game nyo. Paano ito nakakatulong sa adrenaline at momentum ng laro ngayon na finally, andito na nga kayo?
Sobrang laking bagay sa amin kasi yun nga, parang may kampi na rin kami sa labas, nakaka-energy. Ayun, kailangan namin to para hanggang huli, hindi kami bumigay.
And so far, you have 12 points in the game. Gaya nga ng binanggit mo, I'm sure malaking bagay that there are almost 9,000 people here right now to support your team. Anong magiging mensahe mo sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa koponan nyo?
Ayun, maraming salamat sa suporta mga Zamboangueño. Patuloy nyo kami suportahan. Patuloy nyo kami suportahan hanggang playoffs. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you very much. Once again, that is JC Marcelino. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Tonight between the Zamboanga's Family Brand Sardines and the Gensan Warriors. The score is 45-38 in favor of Zamboanga. We're all having a great time right now here in Zamboanga City, and I'm actually with their mayor, Mayor John Dalipe. Mayor, halatang-halata naman po na pinaghandaan talaga ang laro ngayon. Bakit po espesyal para sa mga Zamboangueño na nakabalik na ang Mpbl dito sa Zamboanga City?
Yes, this is very special. We are very happy na bumalik ang Mpbl dito sa Zamboanga City. So, bienvenidos Mpbl na Ciudad de Zamboanga.
And we are hoping that we do get to return during playoffs and maybe even the finals dahil maganda naman po ang performance ng koponan nyo so far. Gaano po kayo ka-proud sa Zamboanga's Family Brand Sardines?
Yes, we are very proud. So far, so good. We are up by 7 and hopefully we can get the W.
And it's insane how many people are here right now. Marami rin pong tao sa labas wanting to watch the game. There's so many people that came out today. Pasalamatan nyo naman po lahat ng mga Zamboangueño who came out to support their home team.
Yes, tarindio, gracias con el mga vivientes de Zamboanga por el soporta con el diaton Mpbl and Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines with Ma'am Anita Cao and Sir Tipi Cao.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was the Mayor of Zamboanga City, Mayor John Dalipe. Turning it over now to our venue announcer to talk about the grassroots program of our founding owner, Senator Manny Pacquiao.
The Mpbl has been very supportive in developing new talents across the nation, bringing them into a greater heights with Malton for the real game. and courtesy of our MPBL founder, the fighting Senator Manny Pacquiao, who will never get tired to support the grassroots basketball program. With Zamboanga City Mayor John Dalipe to do the honors, here's MPBL Commissioner Captain Mpbl Gensan, and Head of Basketball Operations Emerson Oreta, Marketing Manager Seth Hamora.
Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na.
It's been a pleasure always for the MPBL to support the grassroots basketball program. Who wants some basketball? Courtesy of your very own Mayor John Dalipe. Itaas sa mga kamay, come on! As
3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL.
lovely Tuesday evening dito sa Zamboanga City, Asia's Latin City, rolling out the red carpet para sa Mpbl. Fans have showed up and they've been rewarded with some great basketball action. Our first game kanina, first quarter kanina, had the Marcelino twins starting, getting the ball rolling for Zamboanga. Ang ganda na pinakita nila, Javi, racing to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, and these two guys really set the tone para sa Zamboanga, the home team, really pleasing the crowd. Jeff Comia, as soon as the Twins went to the bench, sustained the kind of effort and energy that they started with, and big reason why they're still up by 7 now. Japs Bautista filling in, also getting those 3-point shots to go. And but Gensan, courtesy of Gerald Anderson, was able to claw their way back. This lead was as high as 17 in the first half, but Chito Jaime also able to knock down shots to be able to wrest the lead back sa kanilang koponan.
Well, some big runs in that first half, and the closing period ng second quarter saw Gensan go on a 9-0 run, and actually an 11-2 run para matapyas ang Kalamangan, because it seemed like Zamboanga was ready to rip this game wide open early.
Exactly, and because Zamboanga had so much easy baskets in transition, point-blank shots, they raised their percentage to 47%, limiting Gensan to 33%. Talagang pinahirapan nila yung opensa ng Warriors in that first half. Save for the second half of that second quarter. Inside points, lamang dyan ang Family's Brand Sardines, plus 12 in that department. And bench points, surprisingly, Gensan is only trailing by 7 in this department. And a big reason why Zamboanga is not so much up there in terms of bench points is because both guys who anchor their bench points attack are both started this game in the Marcelino Twins.
Yeah, absolutely. But nonetheless, Japs Bautista, Chito Jaime all came up big in that first half. And Chito Jaime had 8 and Japs Bautista had 7. Jeff Comia also providing with some highlight plays and some with their energy on the defensive end. Gerald Anderson leading all scorers for Gensan with 8. Elorde had 7. Reverente had 6. Panganiban at 4. JC Marcelino leading all scorers with 12. And you know, I wanted to go into the halftime break so bad because gusto ko magpahinga for what should be an entertaining and thrilling second half.
Exactly. It's gonna be. I think it's even gonna be more than that. That could even, those two statements could be an understatement in this game, because look at the crowd that we have here. 8,702. I think that was the number that we showed on our screens earlier. I'm sure they're going to be wanting to cheer more for their team, and this Gensan squad will not back down and will give a good fight to Zamboanga, especially in this second half.
An all Mindanao showdown dito sa Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum. And nakita nyo yung mga fans natin dito. And what I like about this venue as well is hindi ganun kainit.
Exactly.
Pero may mga, you know, pumapaypay lang
It's not the coldest.
Not the coldest, pero okay na. Third quarter, Japs Bautista. Quick trigger. And Zamboanga has JC and JV Marcelino, Chito Jaime, Chris Dumapig, and Japs Bautista. Pretty much their best players in that first half. Chris Dumapig isn't scoring, pero has made an impact on the defensive end. JC against Mark Cruz. Jaime fires a 3. That doesn't work, and Mark Cruz safely collects the rebound. JP Belenchon, Nico Panganiban, Don Neverente, and Marlon Gomez complete the 5 para dito sa Warriors.
Same set of starters, save for Elvin Chan para dito kay Coach Marlon Martin.
Walang segundo sa shot clock. Mark Cruz. Marlon Gomez off the glass and in.
Oh, that's guy who was seemingly missing from the leading scorers of the half para dito sa Gensan.
Parang maganda ang bounce dito ng parang mabait. dito sa kanang side.
Dito yung mga medyo magulo.
Oh. Marcelino. Dumapig. Shot clock winding down. Bautista has to put it up. And Dumapig and the Zambonga Famish Band Sardines run out of time.
That's a rare shot clock violation for Zambonga. They're usually very quick in rotating that basketball and recognizing time left on their shot clock.
You have to remember, both teams on a winning streak, a combined 13 games. No, 5 for Zambonga, 8 for Gensan. And what a time for these two teams to heat up as we are nearing the postseason.
Two of the hottest teams in the league, and they're both coming from our Southern Division. And also, two teams that are in the mix for that 2, 3, and 4 spots.
Reverente. They go down low to Gomez. 8 seconds to shot clock. Panganiban cuts inside and the foul will go against Chito Jaime. Let's go to Gianna.
Control the hype of the Marcelino brothers. Pinaalala ni Coach Marlon sa kupunan niya during halftime ang game plan nila for this game, and expect niya that this will be a fast-paced game, which is why the Warriors actually arrived to Zambonga a day early in order to be able to shoot around at this venue this morning. Alam rin daw ni Coach Marlon na really prepared ang kupunan niya for this game. Ngayon daw, ang challenge talaga nila is conquering the sixth man, the home crowd. In his words to his players, it's not about the X's and O's right now. We will get the momentum with your will and determination to win. Sa Dolphin Javi.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. So, Coach Marlon Martin has reminding his players na, you mentioned yan, you take the crowd out of this ball game, but not that way. JC Marcelino puts that one in over Marlon Gomez.
You know, I've always loved JC Marcelino, especially during his time with the Lyceum Pirates in college. I just never imagined he would emerge as this type of explosive player at this type of level.
You would always think that he was going to be a role player, defensive stopper, pero dito offensively,
He is that and so much more.
in the MPBL level, he is elite. Panganiban gives it up to Marlon Gomez against Dumapig. Quick double by Jaime, but he commits the turnover. JC Marcelino.
Oh no. He's holding on to his right ankle. Actually, parang sa shin niya eh.
Nagbanggaan sila ni
I think
Mark
it was
Cruz.
a head-on contact in midair. Hopefully, it's just because of shock. Pero hindi pa rin siya tumatayo dito eh.
So, traveling ang tawag on the floor in Chito Jaime. But they're looking after JC Marcelino now. Medical staff of Zambonga Family's Brand Sardines.
And what an unfortunate time for this to happen.
Tignan natin yung nangyari dito. Collision there. And if you're Mark Cruz, actually, you have every right to be there as well.
Oh yeah.
And, unfortunately, na blindside lang ito si JC Marcelino.
But we really hope he's okay. We extend our best wishes to JC Marcelino. We hope it's nothing serious.
Sana makabalik siya. We'll have Gianna give you an update in a while. Panganiban for 3. That's an air ball.
Well, you know, that's a shot that he has hit occasionally in this season but has not proven to be very consistent at it yet. But knowing Nico Panganiban, the hard worker that he is, he will be better at that shot as JV Marcelino trying to make up for the absence of his brother with a basket right there.
3 points para kay JV Marcelino. 10-point game, and Don Reverente able to knock that one down on the alley-oop. Galing kay Mark Cruz.
In and out, and in again para dito kay Don Reverente.
Nice play there from Gensan. Chito Jaime. Comia. Nice matchup between Panganiban and Comia. 7 seconds in the shot clock.
That's a foul against Belenchon. A poor foul though, because the shot clock was already about to wrap up para dito sa Zambonga. There's a great lob pass and a great backdoor screen, as well as the cut by Reverente.
50-42. JV Marcelino. Reverente with the steal. Reverente will go all the way for the deuce. And a turnover on the other end off the inbound. If that was coming off an inbound, baka kailangan dito sila sa kabilang side.
Boy, how many big men can do this? Swipe the ball away from one of the top guards in the league and finish on the other end. A spectacular play on both ends galing dito kay Don Reverente.
Now they can trim this lead of Zambonga further. 50-44. Cruz splits the D. The one-hander, Mark Cruz, and this is where Gensan is at their best.
Exquisite play right there by Mark Cruz, splitting the defense off of that two-man game. Third quarter, really very crucial for teams in a tight battle, but Zambonga will not walk away just like that.
And Chris Domapig able to seal his man here. Hindi nag-expect si Marlon Gomez. Hindi lang nag-seal si Chris Domapig.
He didn't know what hit him. Talagang nagulat siya, makita mo sa mukha niya eh.
One of the strongest players in the league, Chris Domapig, formerly of Basilan, as he misses on the and one opportunity. Mark Cruz, nice drop pass to Gomez as Domapig commits the foul.
Gensan pushing the pace after that stop against Zambonga on the other end. Marlon Gomez starting to become more and more involved dito sa opensa ng Gensan Warriors.
Free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Our good friend Ross Alvarez watching. Evening po as Marlon Gomez misses a free throw. 52-46. Under 6 minutes remaining in the third. Comia. Umatake. That's a travel.
Zambonga starting to commit some mistakes here in the third quarter. And Coach Vicky Casiano inserting Irvin Valencia back into the game. He provided some energy for them in that second quarter. Maybe he could turn things around for them as they struggle in this period.
Well, Gensan here, interesting lineup that they put out as Anderson comes in for JP Belenchon. Nico Elorde and Mark Cruz and Anderson, a three-guard lineup for Gensan. Here's Anderson, fires, too strong, rebounding Chris Domapig. John Mahari is also in the game, kasama si Irvin Palencia and Tosi Tancinco. Here's Tancinco. Coming on the left side. Reverente almost anticipated that one. Palencia with a good look to Comia. Everything but the basket for Zambonga. Domapig able to draw the foul. Nahilo na ako kung ilang fake and look away ni Irvin Palencia dun.
Boy, everything but the shot. Tama ka dun. And Chris Dumapig also ending up short on that attempt. But nevertheless, a chance still for him to get points on the board para sa Zamboanga.
And Gensan sends in Christian Pajarito for the first time in the ball game.
Well, Pajarito has been playing well for them as of late. Coach Marlon Martin was able to give him some opportunities during that Gensan trip, and he has repaid the trust of his head coach with good play. Although Coach Marlon Martin lamented that there's still some improvements to be made, but of course, being a new guy in the system, that's only natural.
Cruz uses the Reverente pick. Pajarito for 3. Wala. Rebound. Chris Dumapig has worked hard on his time on the floor. John Mahari to Palencia. Nabas muna si Palencia. Looking for Dumapig against Pajarito. Dumapig goes baseline. Loses his balance. And that is off. It looks like Nico Elorde. Our Gian Alianes has an update on JC Marcelino.
Yes, JC Marcelino is in their dugout right now. He's actually re-wrapping a prior injury on his right ankle. Natapilok daw siya at na-trigger ulit itong prior injury niya. Nung nasa dugout siya, nanginginig pa ang buong right leg niya. But he is eager to get back into the game. And once the shivering stops now, he'll push through the pain. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. There's JC Marcelino. Tancinco block by Reverente. Grabe lang yung puso ni JC Marcelino. Nanginginig ko. Pero iniisip niya maglaro.
Yun na nga eh. I was very surprised with that report, but thank you, Gianna. And that's really just a testament to how bad JC Marcelino wants to win this game for his team. Alam niya na with him on the bench, you know, he could do so much more if he's on the court.
Nico Elorde, the veteran that he is, outsmarting his defender there. And still perfect. Ito si Nico Elorde. It looks like okay na naman siya.
He looks to be calm, composed.
Ang gandang addition talaga to si Nico Elorde. And he'll also, they'll realize his value when the playoffs come around.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, a proven winner in high school, in college, has made his way to the PBA. Really a valuable asset para dito sa Gensan Warriors.
Palencia to Comia. Pingoy ang nakabantay. Tancinco lumapit. Dumapig is rejected by Reverente. Here comes Anderson. Elorde back out to Pingoy. And Nico Elorde slowing things down for Gensan. Here's Elorde, attacks and scores.
Usually will just only facilitate for your squad, because especially with this team na marami namang scorer, but because there have been a lot of unlucky players, yung mga usual na gumaganap sa kanila, Elorde has taken it upon himself to contribute on that department, in that department, and he has done a splendid job. I believe already 11 points in the game. Ito si Nico Elorde.
We're bringing this epic move of the game in partnership with OK Bet. Own the win, Nico Elorde goes down the lane and puts it in. And Christian Pajarito has joined in on the scoring parade for Gensan. Lead is just now 1 point para sa Zamboanga, and this crowd is silent at the moment. Palencia. There are just some moments of indecision from Irvin Palencia when every time he's on and he has the ball.
Yeah, you know, you will you will have to take the good with the bad with Irvin Valencia. That is really some of the tendencies ng kanyang laro. Sometimes it happens for good, sometimes it will be bad for you. That's the assist by Pingoy on that baseline inbound to Christian Pajarito. Hey, Jerry Pingoy just battling with, I believe that was Chris Dumapig on the rebound play.
Napituan ng foul si Jerry Pingoy. Chris Domape goes back to the free throw line.
I'm not really sure about that call though. I think that should have been a jump ball.
Nonetheless, Chris Domapig is at the free throw line. Pasok ang unang free throw for Chris Domapig. And here he comes. JC Marcelino just moments ago nanginginig ang ang kanang paa according to Gian Alianes, pero nasa scorer's table na po siya. 4 points for Chris Domapig to go with 11 rebounds. Oh, what a pass! Pajarito throws it down to tie the game at 54.
You know, it's only a matter of time before we really see this on full display galing kay Jerry Pingoy. Despite the bad shape that he was in to start this season, the IQ, the vision, he has still been there. At di naman nawala, kitang-kita naman natin doon kung paano niya nakita ang kanyang big man for the flush.
Pingoy down on the floor. Nadaganan si Jerry Pingoy in a crowd of players there.
Adi Santos and JC Marcelino will be back in for
And JC Marcelino returns to the game. Sama si Adi Santos.
Let's look at that again.
And Mahari yung nandun sa ilalim ni Jerry Pingoy. Could have been a loose ball foul there on John Mahari.
Over the back. Natamaan nata ng binti when he jumped over Jerry Pingoy. But Pingoy, one of the toughest stats to crack. Iba nga naman talaga pag Bisaya, no?
Oo, definitely. Coach Vic Icasiano, his team once held a 17-point lead and nawala na yan. Tied at 54, minute and 58 remaining in the third. Jerry Pingoy quickly to Christian Pajarito, who throws it down. And what a pass galing kay Jerry Pingoy. And you mentioned Javi Palanya, the vision has always been there. But how about Christian Pajarito? His career has been parang ano to eh, one slope after the other para kay Christian Pajarito. And you're hoping that he's really found a home here with Gensan.
Yeah, actually, and he's one of the players na, as we look at the score in this quarter, 16-9 in favor of the Gensan Warriors. He's one of the players na, alam mo yun, laging may potential. But somehow, some way, there's always a reason for it not to be realized, as that Cinco lights out, douses water on the fire as he hits that three-pointer.
Balik sa Zambonga ang Kalamangan. Great play off the timeout. Masaglang, that's a tough runner.
Oh, this is one of the guys who are always ready. Ito si Chris Masaglang.
1 point lead for Zamboanga. JC Marcelino. Gensan playing zone. Chino Mosquera swings it over to JC. Mahari from the corner, too strong. Rebound ni Reverente. Nico Elorde Now with Masaglang in rhythm. Short on that try. Here's John Mahari. Marcelino attacks. Foul before the pass, but nonetheless, 2 free throws para kay JC.
Well, that sequence was made possible because of the gamble of Chris Masaglang, which paved the way for JC Marcelino to get a clear lane to the middle of the shaded area. Buti na lang pass ball. But because both teams are already over the limit, 2 shots nonetheless para kay JC.
And JC Marcelino, who aggravated an earlier injury, but seems to be okay right now. Since the first 16 points, 4 rebounds. Mintis ang pangalawa. Under a minute remaining. Masaglang. To Gerald Anderson.
Not really sure about that. I'd like to see that on replay.
And referee Jay Casoverde convinced that he made the right call there.
Let's see that again. Here's that big shot by Reverente. That's a tough angle. Oh, pero parang nga may upward movement ng kanyang chest. Here's a different one. Oh, that is close.
And that is close, and that is also fine acting from Jabs Bautista. Hindi ko alam ha. Nakakalaro ko to si Jabs ha. May ganun pala siyang ano ha.
Taking a page out of Gerald Anderson's book.
Oo. And great D galing kay Nico Elorde.
Well, everybody has definitely come to play. This is just really a testament to how bad the players want to win this game. And, you know, the fans, I don't know how they're feeling right now. Kumbaga, siguro kinakabahan or
Very anxious, I
very
think.
anxious. Yeah, that's right.
Masaglang. And Nico Elorde. Pajarito inside. What a move! Christian Pajarito. 6 points in the quarter. Marcelino going all the way, but Pajarito says no.
Well, quality minutes in this period para kay Christian Pajarito. Just what the doctor ordered para kay Coach Marlon Martin. I mean, sure, you had quality big men in Marlon Gomez and Mondragon manning the slot for you before Pajarito, but he just provides a different dimension to your defensive game.
Marcelino with a runner. He'll get the roll. And JC Marcelino making sure that Zambonga is ahead. At the end of 3 quarters, Gensan will have the ball to start the 4th. And they made headway in the 3rd period. Christian Pajarito coming off the bench, playing solid minutes in lieu of Marlon Gomez, who started the quarter very well. Couple of baskets. And JB Marcelino stepping up in the absence of JC briefly in that 3rd quarter. Pero Don Reverente also making his presence felt. And at this point, it's really too close to call at the moment. Both teams playing well and a big crowd on hand. As we head into the final quarter, it's Zambonga with a 2-point lead against Gensan. Fourth quarter dito sa Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum. Laban ng dalawang mabigat na teams in the South Division. among our leaders in the South with huge playoff implications. Tingnan natin ang quarter scoring. Gensan down by 14 at the end of one. Nakabawi sa second and third quarter. Zamboanga naman has held to 34 in the last two quarters as Gensan looks really fine right now.
That's right. Pero titingnan natin if that trend will continue in this final period. But of course, Gensan, as you mentioned, Sidel, they will not walk away from this game so easily.
Elorde misses on the three. That could have given Gensan the lead as you take a look at the turnover story. 16 for Zamboanga, just 9 for Gensan.
That's actually a surprising stat to look at because at the start it was Zamboanga forcing the turnovers on the Warriors, which paved the way for a lot of easy baskets para sa mga green shirts.
Mark Cruz gets Mosqueda in the air. Cruz mintis. Another rebound for JC Marcelino.
Look at him battle against Don Reverente for that board.
Marcelino skips past two defenders. And I was saying that he just wants to go left, pero dumaan sa kanan kanina.
He's back like he never left.
4-point lead for Zamboanga. Cruz runs into Tancinco, but the foul is on Chino Mosqueda. And look at the move here. Iniwasan ang depensa ni Pajarito. JC Marcelino, honestly.
He's just always 2 steps ahead of you. Hindi mo ma-anticipate yung mga galaw niya. Maybe you do, but dahil sa sobrang bilis niya, hindi mo mapigilan eh.
Nico Panganiban. Nagay kay Reverente. Mark Cruz. 2 seconds to shot clock. Cruz has to put it up. Marcelino with a rebound. Quickly to Japs Bautista. And Japs gets it to go and one.
Oh, that's a very poor foul. And Nico knows that. Great outlet pass by JC Marcelino. Japs Bautista protecting the basketball well with his body to be able to get the deuce. And just extending their lead to a 2-possession ball game here. 6 points, 64 to 58.
Crucial time here for both teams. Japs Bautista already with 9 points off the bench, make that 10. And it's a 7-point lead for Zamboanga. With 5-0 burst para simulan itong ating fourth quarter. Nico Elorde. Mondragon, baseline chopper is good.
Really needed that basket, and Mondragon instant offense upon entry.
JC Marcelino using the ball fake and using it to get some separation all the way to the cup. JC Marcelino, 22 points. Incredible performance from the guard of Zamboanga.
You know, honestly, these are moves that we see almost every day as Mondragon drains another jumper, this time from straight away. But the way that he does it is just out of this world.
Tancinco, Bautista, lumapit, off the glass. Elorde tracks down the miss. Panganiban spins. The kick out to Cruz. Balik kay Panganiban, able to control the leather. Elorde thought about it. With 10 seconds plus a shot clock. Elorde high off. And Grimaldo secures the rebound. Under 7 minutes remaining. Gino Mosqueda. Con 5 for 3. In and out. Rebound na punta kay Mondragon. Quickly to Panganiban. Gensan looking for a way through sa depensa dito ng Zamboanga. 10 seconds to work with. Cruz is fouled by JC Marcelino while taking the three.
I'm really intrigued at how long Coach Marlon Martin will be sticking with this five on the floor para sa kanyang kupunan.
Pahinga muna si Tosi Tancinco and JC Marcelino, saving them for the final stretch. Binalik si Andy Santos and JB Marcelino. Mark Cruz at the line for 3 free throws. Nabati natin DJ MC Gray and Chito Manahan watching. Free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. So chance for Mark Cruz and Gensan to inch closer.
Oh, tough miss. Both teams actually not doing well from the line in this game. Gensan is 14 out of 22, while Zamboanga is 14 out of 20. A shade under 80%. Actually, that's in the 70s.
Mark Cruz to make it a 3-point game. Oh, pareho. Like this. Tignan natin anong magagawa ng Zamboanga dito. Pinahinga si JC Marcelino. Here's Adi Santos. Chino Mosqueda fires. Too strong. Adi Santos with a rebound. Gets it to Jobs Bautista. JB Marcelino. Bautista. Swings it over to Mosqueda. Taken away by Panganiban. Panganiban leaves it to Nico Elorde. And a foul on Chino Mosqueda.
But credit that play to Nico Panganiban for making that steal, baiting Mosqueda into going left. Left it just at the right time for Elorde, who was able to draw the foul on Chino. Elorde hasn't missed from the line since last game.
And you know, ang gusto ko dito, what I like about Gensan and what's happened to them here, there was no sign of panic. Kanina when they were down early, Coach Marlon Martin was cool, was a cool customer in the sideline. Parang ano lang keep on playing, just stick with it. And now they're here, still in a good position.
Well, that's the value that winning close games gives you. It really tests your patience a lot, tests your resolve as a team. And no matter what storm ang pagdaanan ninyo bilang koponan, you will always find a way to weather it. That never say die attitude, also so much in this Gensan Warriors.
Bautista goes left and may sumabit. Looks like it is going to be against Hafer Mondragon. Jas Bautista very aggressive on that drive. And Marlon Gomez all set to return into this ball game. Bautista drinks the first. Meron na siyang 11 puntos.
Boy, Japs Bautista doesn't seem to age at all. Still very much a reliable gunner. And also, very reliable defender as well.
You know what's weird about yung trajectory din yung career path na dito sa Mpbl was actually part of that powerhouse Makati team and found opportunities very scarce. Kaya naganap siya ng ibang team. Now he's end up here with Zamboanga and magandang role niya dito under Coach Vic Icasiano. Oh! Miscue for Gensan. Oh, what a spin.
Wow!
Panganiban almost. Grabe yun. Gonna shoot yun. Hirap yun. Bautista, offensive foul.
lower the shoulder there, very clear. Nico Elorde, specialty of the house.
Well, that's his man. Number 17, Janice Bautista is second. And that is the corner team member Zambonga.
Next foul will be free throws para dito sa Gensan. Halfway tayo sa ating final quarter, 69-65 ng mga Zambonga. Elorde. Gets it to Panganiban. Panganiban attacks. Defended well by Grimaldo. JV Marcelino. Finds Grimaldo. Gets it to Santos. Bautista drives. Leaves it to Adi Santos.
Excellent read by Zambonga. Santos recognizing Jabs Bautista all alone on that left corner. And because Gensan was forced to close out long, look at here, Marlon Gomez, that caused the rest of the Gensan defense to rotate, leaving Adi Santos free for that drop pass. Two players up in the air, and Adi Santos right place at the right time.
Three games for Zambonga. Quezon City ang kalaban nila on the 28th. The Mindoro Tams on October 4. And wow, this is a great matchup. Pampanga ang last assignment nila for the regular season, October 6.
Boy, win or lose after this game, I wouldn't want to be QC or Mindoro again going up against Zambonga.
Oo.
But that Pampanga game will be definitely a blockbuster as well.
Navarrete makes his move against Adi Santos. Elorde, late shot clock situation for Gensan. Elorde gives it up to Masaglang. Great block from JV Marcelino. The shot clock has expired.
That's the right call. Good defense after the timeout para dito sa Zambonga.
Actually, itong depensa ng Zambonga has tightened up here in the fourth having.
Yeah, after being loosened up during the second and third quarters, that was how they started the game. And what a pass! Big man to big man.
A well-executed play there para sa Zambonga. They up the lead to 8. And very crucial that you get easy baskets at this point of the game. And just like that, para kay Mark Cruz, balik sa 6 ang kalamangan ng Zambonga. Mark Cruz has 9 points.
Coach Marlon Martin continuing to stick with this unit on the floor para sa kanya. Cruz, Masaglang, Gomez, Elorde, and Reverente. Oh, that's an useless foul given up by Nico. But they're lucky to be not yet over the limit.
Gerald Anderson, who had a big second quarter but a quiet third, comes in para kay Ping Masaglang. So 3-guard lineup pa rin for Gensan. Grimaldo out to Bautista for 3. Reverente couldn't get the rebound pero nabitawan ni JC Marcelino.
Boy, but once again in the thick of things for that board, ito si JC Marcelino.
Parang ayokong ibaba ang bola pag nandun sila lahat eh.
It's either he's gonna snatch it from you or kukunin niya pagbaba mo ng bola. Snatch it from you atop or pagbaba mo, ikukunin niya sa'yo yung bola.
Nico Elorde. Under 3 minutes remaining. This crowd staying up para sa laban ng Gensan and Zambonga, the home team. Baba sa ilalim kay Marlon Gomez. It's a turnover. JC Marcelino. 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. JV. Gensan still in the zone. Bautista for 3. Long rebound with JC Marcelino taken away. Oh, travel on Nico Elorde.
That's a big call. Very, very crucial at the 2:16 mark of our game.
I tell you what, yung basket kanina ni JC Marcelino to end the third, really crucial to set the tone for Zambonga. Tingnan mo ngayon dito, hirap makakuha ng basket ang Gensan. Marlon Gomez gets the steal. Quickly to Reverente. Back to Elorde for 3. Pasok yan para kay Nico Elorde. As we approach the last 2 minutes of the ball game, meron ng 15 puntos si Nico Elorde.
Elorde has been playing spectacular in this game. I don't know what Gensan would do without him in this match.
JC Marcelino, 10 seconds to work with for Zambonga. They go to JB, back to JC, swings it over to Bautista. Bautista, off-balance shot, wala. And they want to review this. And we are in the last 2 minutes, so pwedeng i-review ang out of bounds. What a game this has been, Javi. Just when you thought that Gensan was down and out, a big shot from Nico Elorde. And now right here, they will get, it looks like they will get possession.
Yeah.
And it's off Jason Grimaldo.
Just a 3-point lead right here.
Nasa penalty na ang Zambonga. Gensan with 3 team fouls. We're going down the wire here in Zambonga. Nico Elorde. Bigay kay Mark Cruz. Cruz. Reverente. Back to Cruz. 8 seconds in the shot clock. Elorde attacks, leaves it to Marlon Gomez. Great defense by Grimaldo as Zambonga get the stop. Now that, parang ano na yan, 2 points na dapat yun, but Jason Grimaldo altering the shot of Marlon Gomez. 10 seconds para sa Zambonga. JV Marcelino nakawala. Off the glass and in!
You get a stop on one end on what was supposed to be an automatic 2 points by your opponent, and then you shift back to your offensive set, run a play, be very patient, give whatever the defense is giving you, and that's exactly what JV Marcelino did. Got a swing pass from JC, got that right-handed floater up over the defense, kissing it off the glass, and 2 points to extend this lead to 75-70.
And what a big basket there for Zambonga, just what they needed. And Coach Marlon Martin had to call timeout. This is his second to the last timeout. And they need a basket here. And another stop for Zambonga could win the ball game here, pero Gensan, as they have done in this ball game, nakakahanap ng paraan para makabalik.
That's right, you can't count them out just yet. Zamboanga is definitely not out of the woods. Still so much time here. Remember, Gensan not yet in the penalty, but Zamboanga already is. Here's the game reset on your screens.
Nico Elorde. Elorde fires. In and out, and Marcelino grabs the rebound. JC able to give it up to Jobs Bautista. Back to JC.
Gensan doesn't need the foul yet.
JC Marcelino. Grimaldo. Shot clock winding down. Travel.
That's a good stop by Gensan. They did not foul. However, there was so much time cut off of that game clock. So now, Gensan will definitely need a quick score here. I feel like that offensive possession after the timeout, Nico Elorde, nagmadali siya doon sa possession na yon. Although it was a free shot, it was quite far away from his comfort zone. I felt like they could have gotten a much more better opportunity had they run better possession.
Well, kanina, they had a really good play ran, and Marlon Gomez got denied at the rim by Jason Grimaldo, and you take a look at our team standings, and Gensan, Sarangani, Bacolod, Zamboanga at that 2 to number 5 positions. Anybody can take down anybody, and you know, if the playoffs were to start now, Zamboanga will get the upper hand. Pero yung 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5, that should be a wonderful matchup.
Yeah, so definitely a lot of things that could happen depending on the result of this game. Ang daming maapektuhan, hindi lamang itong dalawang kupunan na naglalaban in today's matchup. It's not just Zamboanga and Gensan, also the other teams, especially in the middle of the pack in the Southern Division.
And isa pang ano dyan is that they put pressure on Batangas, but here's Gensan, Mark Cruz, naka-extend ang depensa ng Zamboanga. Cruz fires a 3.
Oh, that's big. That's Adel Cruz missed his last 2 shots at the charity stripe. The last time he was fouled on a 3-point shot. Only 1 out of 3 on that attempt.
Mark Cruz, pressure pack foul shots. Pasok ang una. Coach Vic Acasiano has 2 timeouts to burn with 14 seconds remaining. Cruz, second one goes down as well. So, importante dito for Zamboanga to secure the leather.
It's all they need to do right now to inbound the ball safely, because Gensan will surely foul because they're not yet in the penalty.
Coach Vic Acasiano humingi ng timeout, and we will stay in the air. But what a game so far. It's been a treat to visit Asia's Latin city, Zamboanga, and you know, regardless of what happens, the outcome of this ball game, we had fun. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely. It was just such a treat. And it's just so funny because the crowd suddenly got anxious as the game got really close and intense. We were robbed of a lot of cheering during that second half, but you know, I think that's really the effect that these two teams bring to the Zamboangueños here. I think it's a good thing. I hope it's a good thing.
well, at least, you know, apektado ang crowd kaysa wala sila.
Oh naman, definitely.
And 8,700 ang nanood tonight.
I feel like sa sobrang tagal na rin kasi ng walang Mpbl dito, parang naninibago lang ang mga Zamboangueño dito, and having a close game at that added to that.
inbound ng Zamboanga. Up by 2. Oh,
my.
turnover. 75-73. Gensan with a chance to tie or even take the lead. Elorde. No. Reverente. Wala. Rebound. JC Marcelino. And Zamboanga survive Gensan's challenge. What a finish.
Such a crazy finish and just very fitting. Let's look at that pass sequence. Bautista was the designated inbounder, but Tancinco wasn't able to catch the pass. Elorde had a chance here, drove against Jab, spun into the lane, short on that floater. Reverente got a hold on that basketball, could have tipped it in, but fell short as well. And time just ran out in Zamboanga, securing this victory on their home floor for the first time this season here in Zamboanga.
A thrilling finish ends our Zamboanga invasion in the Mpbl. Zamboanga with a 6th straight victory led by JC Marcelino. Player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl. With OKBet, owned the win. 22 points, 9 of 11 shooting, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. He was injured in the third, came back and powered this team to victory. Not the best of finishes for Zamboanga, and for Gensan, 2 sorry misses down the stretch, and their 8-game winning streak comes to an end as they stick at number 6 in the South Division. Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
JC, nung na-injure ka nung third quarter, naalala ko, ang focus mo lang makabalik sa laro. Bakit mahalaga sa iyo na ma-overcome mo yung pain and to just be here until the end of the game?
Ayun, gusto ko kasi manalo. Pati yung mga team namin gusto manalo, kaya gusto ko bumalik. Sabi ko, isang quarter na lang para sa Zamboanga. Makuha namin yung unang panalo ng dito sa home court.
And may potential na makabalik nga tayo dito, potentially in the playoffs and the finals. Seeing the amount of people that came out to support your team today, paano yun makakamotivate sa inyo?
Ayun, sobrang mamamotivate kami. Sobrang nakakagana maglaro pag home court talaga. Kaya, mga Zamboangueño, supportahan nyo po kami uli sa playoffs.
And I'm sure maraming ang proud sa inyo, hindi lang dito sa venue, pero nanonood rin ngayon. Sino ang gusto mong pasalamatan?
Ayun, basta lahat binabati ko yung mga mahal ko sa buhay, sa Olongapo, kahit saan man sila. Pero mas binabati ko yung mga Zamboangueño. Zamboangueño, gracias! Maraming salamat!
Thank you very much and congratulations to JC Marcelino. He had 22 points. And this player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the Mpbl. With OKBet, own the win. Back to you guys.
Games on Thursday. Balik tayo sa Manila. Actually, Bacoor to be exact. No? Makati takes on Pasig at 5 p.m. Laguna and Valenzuela take the floor at 7. And in the third game, it's Caloocan versus Bacoor. That's at the Strike Gym in Bacoor, Cavite. As we continue the Mpbl regular season and teams looking to push for a spot in the playoffs. Para sa aking partner, si Javi Palania, courtside reporter Gianna Llanes, and the rest of the men and women of the Mpbl. And syempre, sa aming host, Zamboanga City, maraming salamat po sa pagsubaybay nyo sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Ito po si Del Tupa saying good night from Zamboanga City.
Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon.